All right, ladies and gentlemen, the food is ready, so we won't make you wait much longer. We just ask that you bow your heads and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together tonight to celebrate you and fellowship and the love that we have for everyone in this room. Keep those that couldn't be with us tonight because of the cold and the weather safe, and bring us all back here together tomorrow for church. We pray this in your name. Amen. So, to kick off and decide who gets to eat first tonight, we figured we would do whichever couple is married the longest, and their table will get to go. So, let's start at 25. Just raise your hand. Who's been married 25 years?
Yeah, we're not going to waste any time here. Mom and Dad have been married 60 next week.
60 next week. Does anybody beat 60 years? No? Okay, all right. So this table will go first, and then we'll just go counterclockwise. Christy will dismiss you when it's your turn. All right, you're free to keep eating and listening, but we are going to start doing some games and different things. But first things first, if you don't know me, my name is Jill, and I'm going to be your hostess for the evening. I didn't think I needed a microphone, but my mom insisted. So hopefully everybody can hear me, and you'll be able to hear me throughout the night. We just want to thank all of you for coming and supporting our mission trip. 2017 may seem like a little far away, but it takes a good bit of money to send a team somewhere, and although we don't even know where that is yet, we've had about 25 to 30 people interested already, and that's 2 years out. So God willing, all of those people will be able to go, we'll be able to raise the funds, and we'll see what happens. It's all in his hands at this point, so we just want to thank you for that. The first couple things we're going to do, the first couple games are going to actually be table games, so hopefully you're friends with your table. The first game we're going to play is called Left Right, and Christy is going to pass out what your table will be passing around, and while I am reading a story, I might say left or I might say right, and you need to pass around the box of candy hearts. When the story is over, whoever has the candy box of hearts gets to keep it. Pretty simple. I played this with my second grade group the other day, so I think you guys can handle it. Remember, the left makes the L. All right, so here's a little story. Are you ready? Once upon a time, in a tiny house just left of North Street, lived a family called the Leftovers. The Leftovers were a happy-go-lucky family. They knew how right it was to play, laugh, and love together. They had a special leftover family night each week where they played board games and ate leftovers. One day, Ricky Right On Left Love invited his best friend, George Righteous, over for the leftover family night. I'm so glad your mom let me come over for tonight, George Righteous, said Ricky Right On. Me too, replied George. As they headed towards the Left Love's kitchen, George Righteous remembered his mom's leftover meatloaf at home. Oh no, I forgot the leftover meatloaf for leftover family night. Can I call my mom and have her bring it right over? Asked George Righteous. Yeah, dude, no problem. As George Righteous was calling his mom, Ricky Right On's mom, Leftisha, Left Love, walked in. Hey boys, are you ready for dinner? Ricky Right On replied, yeah, Mom, we'll be right there. I lost my spot. Oh, there I am. But George Righteous left his mom's leftover meatloaf at home, so he's calling her. Oh, said Mrs. Left Love. George's mom already called, and she came right over when she saw that George Righteous left the leftover meatloaf. She was in a hurry, so she left the meatloaf and some leftover Valentine's candy on the front porch, left of the flower pot, right next to the stairs. Did you hear that, George Righteous? Your mom already dropped the leftovers off. Let's go outside to get them. The boys turned left down the hall and opened the front door. As they stepped out and to the right, Ricky Right On said, now George, my mom said that your mom was dropping off the leftover meatloaf and some leftover Valentine's Day candy. What if we couldn't find the leftover Valentine's candy and we looked left of the flower pot and right next to the stairs? What if the leftover Valentine's Day candy was actually left up in my room under the bed for George Righteous and Rick Right On to eat later without sharing for everyone else? Rightio! I like how you are thinking, exclaimed George Righteous. The boys brought in the leftover meatloaf into the Left Love's kitchen after they hid the leftover Valentine's Day candy under Ricky's bed, just right of the stinky socks and comic books. Dinner, called Mrs. Left Love. After the leftover dinner, all the Left Loves, including George Righteous, moved into the living room to start playing some board games. Mrs. Left Love went to get dessert. Oh no! My leftover souffle was left in the oven too long. We will have to eat Mrs. Righteous's leftover Valentine's candy dinner for dessert. Boys, where is the leftover candy? Ricky Right On and George Righteous looked at each other with big eyes and suddenly came to an agreement. Oh, said Ricky Right On, I think I accidentally left the candy in my room under my bed. I'll be right back. Then Ricky Right On came back. Mrs. Left Love said, thank you boys for doing the right thing. Now prepare to be left in the dust as I become the ultimate Valentine's Day leftover family night champion. The end. So if you have the box, you get to keep the candy. It's time to announce our table that was the winner. We'll announce all of you, starting in 5th place. Mary's table, Mary Furman with 10 of the answers, 10 out of 26. Next was Pat's table with 11 out of 26. Also, I'd like to point out that Aunt Pat wrote X-rated for X, just so we all know. Next was Gwen's table with 13. Next was D. Kip's table with 18. And in first place, Pastor Mitch's table with 19 out of 26 answers. I know my grandfather cheats at games, so... All right, we just have 3 more quick little things we're going to play for you, and we're going to do this in a battle of the sexes style. So I had some lovely volunteers, and I really appreciate this because I put a lot of effort into this. So your women competing tonight are Gwen, Dee, Heather, and Jana Beth. Come on down. You did. I asked you out there. Yes, you did. You can stand on the yellow side of the table, please. And your men for this evening are Gabe, Lee, because your wife volunteered you, Corey, and Bill! Come on down to the orange side of the table. Can we turn off the lights on the front half somehow, please, so they can see the screen better? Okay, good. Hopefully you can see it now. All right, so here is our first game of the evening. They have your lovely 4, let's call them victims for now. Your lovely 4 victims have no idea what they're playing because I didn't tell them. So the first game for tonight is called Twisted Titles. And they're going to go one at a time, head to head. So one female will go against one male. And an image will pop up on the screen that pertains a type of movie. It could be a current, it could be older. Some of them I've never heard of. My parents gave me the idea. Just so you know. And they will come up, and if you're on the ladies' side, you'll pick up the yellow one and you'll flash it so that we can kind of tell who is quicker. And then you're going to have to say the movie title. Any questions? You. Do you need paper? You good? It's Kate. Okay, are you going first then? All right, so what I'm going to do is you don't know it yet. I'll hit the button, an image will come up, and if you know it, what movie it is, you have to raise your flag and then call out the answer. Christy and I are going to kind of judge together. What? Yeah, no help from the audience, friends. Sorry. Think it in your head. As I tell my kids, put that bubble in. Okay? All right. No, you can't help your teammate. It's every man for himself. Gabe, that means you. All right, are you ready? And your first twisted title is... And the answer is... What is it? Say it. Iron Man! Yes, Iron Man. My mom is keeping score down here for us too, so point women. Are you ready? And for the men, Animal House. The next one. For the women, Dirty Dancing. Are you guys ready? Yes, it is Trainwreck. Just released on DVD earlier this past week. She's still trying. Here we go. Here's the next one. No, it is not that. Gabe, do you have a guess? Okay, yeah. Not stepping. All right, it is Step Brothers. Step Brothers. Nice try, nice try. No, you don't get it. No. I know, but yeah, it has to just be... No, you don't. No, you don't. And the next one. heard of this movie, just so we all know, but they both knew it, so it can't be that bad.
How old?
How old are we talking? Oh, well, it's missing a letter, and that's the point of it.
You know it, Pat?
No. I know
No?
it's missing a letter.
Anybody in the audience know it? Almost famous. Ah! Almost famous. I've never seen it, but that is the movie. Are we ready?
Come on, Gwen.
They'll always smile.
No, not quite. No, not.
Bottom mile.
No.
Narrow mile.
8 mile.
Yes, the 8 Mile.
Why did you say that?
You're not. Yeah, you're not supposed to help. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. 007. That's your clue.
Goldfinger.
I would say tie. Point for each. Okay, point for each. Yes.
Wait, I got it. Point. We have 2 women up there.
Hey, we gave you a point. I don't want to hear it.
You gave him a win.
You gave. Here we go. Ready? Yeah. Yes. The answer is $1 Million Baby.
I had it before she even said it. Don't try it.
And the next one. I heard that too. No, that's not completely right.
Come on, you know that.
Heather, do you know it?
Come on, Heather.
It's driving Miss Daisy. Driving Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy. Ready? No. No.
I should have been on the late.
Gwen said one of the words, and the other is a time, but not by a number. The other way.
Cowboy news.
No. Later in the day.
Midnight Cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy. It is Midnight Cowboy. You ready? The Lion King. Yes. Are you two ready? Here's your next one. It's Ghost Town. Yes, Ghost Town. Sorry, Gabe. Here is the next one. Yes, the bucket list.
I want ones like that.
I'm gonna be honest, they got a little easier because as I got farther into it, I was like, wow, this is really hard to make all of these. So then I tried making them easier on myself. Oh, well, at least I thought. Here's the next one.
Princess Diaries.
Lee got it. Princess Diaries. I think there's one. Yeah. This is the last one. Are you ready? No. This is actually a horror movie. It's a horror movie.
Hey.
I wish I had heard it.
I have. Do you know it?
No, I don't, but I'm gonna take a guess.
Okay.
Those have eyes.
The Hills Have Eyes. Yes. All right, we're gonna leave the ladies up here. Men, you'll get your turn next, but the ladies are going to go first. The ladies, one of you is going to guess. The other three are going to give hints. So you decide as we set up. So men, you can have a seat and watch them while we set up for this one. While they're deciding that, I have a couple extras you as an audience can call out. Are you ready? I think this one's funny, but my parents didn't get it. It just came out like a week and a half ago. 2 weeks ago, maybe. Yeah, it is Star Wars. Ah. I thought it was clever, and then I showed my parents and my sister and Kira. For those of you that know her, nothing. Nothing from any of them. This is a Will Smith movie. 7 pounds. Yep. That 42nd Street. All right, our next game is called Where Are We Going? Ladies, have you decided who is going to guess? So let me explain first. One of you will be sitting up here pretending to drive with our nice little Wii remote that we have. You'll have a minute and a half. That's great. I'm going to stand over here. You'll have a minute and a half, and I'm going to hold up cards with places or places you can go, and your team's going to have to describe those places, and you'll have to guess the place. So who wants to guess the place? Okay, you get to drive. There you go. And to make your background a little more scenic for those of us watching, there you go. This is where we're driving. Can you set your timer for a minute and a half? And then men, you will do the same thing, but with different words. So think about who you want to guess. Time, you have a minute and a half. You can't say the word or I have to buzz you. And I will go really loud. One of you at a time, so you'll have to take turns.
Do you do actions or
You can words. Yeah.
Just give me don't say part of the word.
what?
I have to guess the word on the
So
card.
you can't say part of that word.
You have to
Say part of that word?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, for example,
swimming. There's
Olympics.
One in New Orleans.
Mardi Gras.
we don't want to fly over this when we're going out in the Atlantic because we'll never come
Bermuda
back.
Triangle.
Down in Texas, El Paso area, sombreros. There was a
I don't know.
fight. There was a
Hey.
war there.
Oh, Alamo.
That's a left turn.
School.
It was college. Was the last one.
Nice job, bud.
11. Okay, the score is 21 men, women 11, and we have one more game, but these are worth 4 points each because this game is called the 4-letter word game. We'll make the men go first this time since they went last time. So what is going to happen is all 4 men are going to sit up here and we're going to blindfold them. And I'm going to give you a clue. Audience, you will see the clue pop up on the screen. You will also see the answer pop up on the screen in red. But no yelling out the answers. I just did that to help you so you can figure out what word they will be trying to spell blindfolded with these foam letters. So they will be not in order, and we'll give them a clue, and they'll need to put these 4-letter words in order. Okay? All right, men, you're up. Take your seats.
I don't want to play this.
Well, then recruit a friend. Oh yes, just so you men know, Mom and I aren't quite that talented, so each word doesn't contain the same 4 letters every time. So some of you will be getting Christy and Mom to hand you a new letter, and they'll take your old letter for the next clue. Give us a moment while we set them up, please. Now I'll draw another door prize. Here we go. And Barry Beck, you get a door prize.
Jenny, Mary's back there making fun of you. That's not long enough. You fold it that way.
And Alberta gets a door prize.
Letters for me not to be able to see. Okay, it's all right.
I got it now. I'm sorry.
Hold there.
You should have done Gates was in out of here.
Do you men feel ready?
Sure.
Okay, they will have 3 minutes this time. Dad, are you keeping score? Did she pass on the torch? Okay. They get 4 points because they get a point for each letter that's correct. So this really is anyone's game. The ladies can come back. They will have 3 minutes to put these letters in order. Christy's handing out your first letters now, and then I will give the clue.
I have a B.
All right, are you ready?
What do you have, Dave?
Your first clue and your time starts now. They're yellow and all over New York.
Cabs.
You need to see.
I need to see.
Where's the A at? There's the A. There's the B. Do I have an A?
Ding, 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 ding. Steal it or slide into it.
Base.
questions, and I'll tell you none of these.
Lie. I have an L.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Ding, ding, ding! A boat without a motor.
I have an A.
A boat without a
I
motor.
have an L.
I don't know what it is.
Sail.
Ding, 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 ding! When driving, you should not drive on the passing.
Lane. I'm good.
They still have an S, so someone didn't give them an N. They did an N. Ding, ding, ding! The opposite of nice.
Bad.
Mean.
Oh, mean.
I have
Where's the E at?
the
I
M.
need an Ed.
I'm good. I have the M.
Yes. Playing one right now.
Game.
I
Okay,
am.
so if
All the
third
way
person
down.
needs the M.
Here's the E, Gabe. You got it?
Oh, and time is up. How many did they get? 6. They got 6 for 24 points. All right, men, you can take your blindfolds off. Just put your pieces on your foam letters on the chair. And ladies, it's your turn.
Maybe we didn't set the bar too high.
Somebody should say
Something's coming, David. You know those going to quarry. I was supposed to reach and grab it.
this is where it's going to get interesting.
You know how they like to fight anyway. It's all good.
Girls, you show them. You can do it.
They'll come up with 4 different ways to spell the word.
There'll be a bunch of arguing and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna throw a red flag.
He's going to quit. Actually, she doesn't need a blindfold. Without her glasses, she can't see anything. Yes, ma'am. That wasn't me. That wasn't
Right,
me.
she doesn't need a blindfold.
All right, your first clue is the intersection of 2 pieces of material sewn together.
Oh, I think we're gonna win.
That is not right. One still needs an M. Okay, ding, ding, ding. An animal that is not wild is. Ding, 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 ding. They'll ruin your picnic. Ding, ding, ding. There is a big one in LA that spells out Hollywood. Ding, ding, ding. I think they're right now. Too many cookies will make you blank wait. Ding, ding, ding. It is better to blank than to receive. Ding, ding, ding. Tarzan swings on this. time is up, though. Nice job, ladies. How many did they get, Dad? They got 7, but that's not quite enough. So your men are your battle of the sex champs tonight. All 8 of our men and women that played, please come up and see us before you leave. But other than that, we hope you guys had a... Oh yeah, we have our guessing game. Hang on, guessing game. I forgot. That wasn't part of my skit. Okay, what do you have first? M&M's? M&M's, the winner of the M&M's.
Winner better than winning.
Somebody wants to sleep on the couch.
The M&Ms, I gotta admit that there's some people that really didn't have very good guesses. We were all over the place on the M&Ms, but the correct answer was 406. The closest was 365, Bob Arsenal.
Thanks, Gwen.
Okay, we have the Hershey's miniatures. The correct answer was 45, and we had Ed, and I'm going to apologize. I can't understand your last name, but Ed Cobalt? Yes, yes. He had 44, so he was only off by 1. Very good.
Hey, you got 2 things to give her for
The
that.
last one was the peppermint patties. I'm not sure how small some of you people think peppermint patties are, but there's not 175 of them. The answer was 40, and Deanna Kipp said 39. So congratulations.
All right, so like I said, if the 8 of you that were so kind and played my games could come up, we would really appreciate it. We have extra prizes to give you. But for the rest of you, we thank you for coming, and please drive home safe. We hope you enjoyed. Happy Valentine's Day. That was just a fun thing. But if you think you won, which is probably Chris, you can bring it up and get a prize. The game that was here at the table, he has the entire front and back filled. If anybody thinks they beat that, they can come up to the front. Thank you.